So you're ready to get your vegetable intake up, really pack in some nutrient-dense green vegetables in there, and you saw broccoli rabe at the supermarket. This is what broccoli rabe looks like. There's also this imitation stuff that's very weak that you don't want called broccolini. Don't buy broccolini. That's for people that can't handle the power of broccoli rabe. Broccoli rabe looks like this. It has leaves. You'll even see some like budding little broccolis in there. You're going to see even some flowers occasionally. They're going to see nice long stems. It's a beautiful thing. This is what you want. Now, if you watch other videos on YouTube, you will learn how to make it the weak way, which is the way where you're going to rob most of the nutrients out, and you might as well not even eat broccoli rabe if you're going to throw it in a big pot of boiling water and boil the heck out of it so you lose all of its flavor, which is its nutrients. If your broccoli rabe doesn't taste a little bit bitter, then you aren't tasting the nutrients. All you need is this, some chili. If you can handle spicier flavors, add the chili because it will help with the strong bitterness of the broccoli rabe, and some garlic. Optional is you can throw in a shallot as well. A shallot is basically, it looks like a small, tiny onion that's about the size of a garlic head. I myself usually just use garlic. If I have a shallot, I might throw one in. If I have a spring onion, I might throw one in. It's all totally up to you. But you need the broccoli rabe. We're going to use every part except for really the last little tiny bit. You're going to be surprised. You're only going to need to cut about 1 centimeter down, and you're going to see that the stem is mostly fresh and ready to be eaten. Please do not watch a video on YouTube that says tear off this, tear off that, tear off this, tear off that, and just eat this little bit of the leaf. No. Eat the stem. Eat their fibrous parts. Eat everything. Flavor is going to be there. It's going to be a little bitter, but you're strong. You're going to be training for a marathon. You're going to be training for an Ironman, and you need nutrients. Okay, for broccoli rabe, you're going to take your head of garlic, break a piece off, get rid of the loose paper. Take this to get rid of the skin. You're going to go like that. Give yourself some force on it. You can also use a mortar and pestle if you don't have a lot of practice using your hand as a battering ram for garlic. Once you get some practice, it's second nature. You can also put your hand on your knife. Be careful because you could cut yourself. That's why I use my hand in case it slips. Cut off the little brown bit on the end. You're going to be having some garlic and just a nice rough chop. Make sure you don't cut your fingers off by pulling your fingers back and then slowing down as you just reach the end. Okay, so that's 1 clove. That's about right. That's what it should look like. You can chop it finer than that. It will cook really, really quickly then, and you might burn your garlic, especially if you feel like you're an accomplished person with sautéing things. If you turn it up to say 6, 8, or 10 on your stove, you will burn really tiny pieces of garlic in just a few seconds. So I like it more of a rough chop, and I'm going to turn it down slower and be less panicked when I'm cooking it. Okay, broccoli rabe is going to be one of the few things where you do not need to wash it before you cut it, because it's going to be a lot easier to wash it well when it's cut. We're going to just get rid of the more fibrous parts of the stem at the end and discard them. That's very, very important because the stem is great. However, the parts that have recently died are not. You want to look and see how fresh it looks in here. This looks pretty good. I'm comfortable eating just about all of that. It's very fibrous, very nutritious. If you're scared of broccoli rabe and you're scared of the really good bits of it, don't use it. It's really super healthy. You want the stem. You want all the parts of it. Please don't chicken out and get rid of most of the broccoli rabe simply so that it's going to taste a little bit better. We're eating this way, so we're eating nutritious. I'm going to cut these into about 2-inch portions, as you can see, and then I'm going to do the rest at that same interval. And as I go, I'm going to simply throw it into my colander. You'll notice that I've kept the item that's going to keep it together on until I just got done with that little portion. Then I can throw that away. Keep it together by really holding it tightly. And then go ahead, once you have it tightly, again, about 1 inch to 2 inches is how I like it. The more you get down to the ends, the more it is leafy. The leaves will shrink up to nothing once you cook them. So at that point, you could cut it even longer. You could cut it in 2 or 3 inch portions, or even just throw it all in together. Just some rough chops at this point, just to make sure you don't get anything too big. That's going to go into my colander, and my preparation for my broccoli rabe is done. Okay, we're going to do something crazy. We're going to take a real live jalapeno. I've washed the outside. I'm now going to just split it down the middle, but I'm not going to cut through the top portion. And then I'm going to rotate it 180 degrees. Split it down the middle again. And then I'm going to chop. Careful with my fingers here. And I'm going to get nice little dice. And you are going to have something really, really wonderful to use with your broccoli rabe, because broccoli rabe is strong flavored. Things that are spicy will go particularly well with it. Oil, jalapeno, garlic in the pan, ready to start. 1/4 of a lemon, totally optional, ready to be squeezed in at the last minute. This will help absorption of some of the nutrients, at least that's what I've read. And always have your salt very close by, because you're going to need a decent amount of salt for your broccoli rabe. We're getting close to throwing in the broccoli rabe. Broccoli rabe is in. Start stirring this like crazy. Mix up the oil and the garlic from the bottom. Stir like crazy. Keep going. Okay, everything is coated nicely with oil. I salted it again and stirred everything around. It seems to be going well. I'm going to squeeze a lemon. This is only about 1/4 of a lemon. It has reduced a lot in just about 2 minutes of cooking. It's starting to look really nice right now. We've been cooking for about another 2 minutes. At this point, stick a piece with a fork, let it cool down, taste it, ask yourself, does it need more salt? Please remember to keep stirring it like crazy. And for me, this looks about right. As you can see, the leaves are getting nice and dark green in there. The stems are a little bit softer now. You can see all the garlic floating around in there. It's a beautiful thing. And there is a bowl of piping hot broccoli rabe sauteed with garlic, jalapeno, which of course is totally optional. Now, to finish it, you can add a little Parmesan if you are not vegan. If you're vegan, this is perfect as it is. Enjoy. Keep marathon cooking.